The process for creating a shared folder and managing permissions is very straightforward. On my system here, I'm just going to create a folder on my desktop. So I'll just right click and go to New Folder, and I'm going to name it Sales Reports. For this Sales Reports folder, I'm just going to right click the folder and I'm going to go to Properties. And on the Security tab, you can see Administrator already has access. That's because I'm logged in as Administrator. So whoever creates a new folder or file for that matter automatically is assigned full control. But I'm going to choose Edit and Add. And I'm going to click Advanced and Find Now. This will give me a list of all my users, all my security groups that can be assigned permissions. So you'll see Bob Ross is in the list, but we don't want to assign permissions to an individual user. I'm going to go down to my sales group. So sales users, and I'll just OK that and OK. Now I could have just typed sales in here and clicked check names. It would have did the same, but sometimes you may want to just look through the list of the objects that exist, so that Advanced Find Now will just give you a list of all the users group that this can be assigned to. I'm going to choose OK for that. And now you'll see sales users. The default permission is always read, and execute list folder contents. But if I wanted to give them a higher permission, say modify, I could select that here. So whatever permission we believe is appropriate, and I can just OK that. So now my sales users group does have permission to the folder itself. However, the folder is not yet a shared folder, meaning if I go back to my run box here, and I'm just going to type / RTS-DC1 and OK, sales users does not show up in that list. Forgive me, sales reports does not show up in the list because I didn't actually share the folder yet. So if we go to the Sharing tab, you can see right now it says Network Path Not Shared. I'm going to click on Advanced Sharing, share this folder. That is the name of the folder, Sales Reports. And if I go to Permissions, I get my 3 share permissions. Now, everyone is automatically assigned read. I could remove everyone and add the Sales Users group. You could do that. Or if multiple groups need access, I could leave the Everyone group here. Notice the Everyone group has read. Now, it's actually fairly common that we leave the Everyone group here because, again, to access this folder, you have to have a share permission defined and an NTFS permission. Whichever permission is the lower of the two is the end result. So in the real world, a fairly common thing is to actually just assign full control to the Everyone group. Now, if you are a member of the sales users group, I know when you access the share, it's going to process the share permission. So it's going to say, oh, everybody gets full control because the Everyone group is there. Then it processes the NTFS permission and says, well, your group, sales users, only has modify. When you balance full control and modify, modify is the most restrictive or the lowest of the two. So that would be the effective permission for the user. So if you just assign everyone full control, you really don't have to manage these permissions anymore. You just have to make sure that you have assigned the NTFS permissions correctly. Now, you could always remove the Everyone group and add like sales users directly to this. That's possible, and some environments will choose to do that, but in my experience, most will just leave the Everyone group and assign full control, and they just make sure that NTFS permissions are assigned correctly, knowing that they will not be overridden. But I'm going to leave everyone full control and OK and OK. Notice it automatically just popped up in this window that we already had open. So when I browse RTS-DC1, Sales Reports now shows up in the list. Pretty fascinating. So now users from anywhere in my environment, assuming they are a member of the Sales Users group, they can now access this share. They could have map network drives that connect to it. It would have full network level visibility now.